I'm Purvi. I'm 32 years old. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I have lupus. I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, lived there until I graduated from high school. Chicago's a great city. I mean, I love it. There's obviously its ups and downs. The weather could be a little bit better, but overall, I enjoy my time here. I'm close to my family and my friends. I am an IT project manager for media and advertising agencies. So I basically work with different agencies on their IT needs. And I lived a typical life that any teenager and post-teenager, lives. I went out, I had fun, I took trips. And then I got my first job out of college. I was so excited, I was so proud. My parents were so proud of me. And started my job in August 28th of 2001. And about 2 weeks later is when I was diagnosed with lupus. I was very fatigued for a good 3 or 4 weeks, just waking up every day feeling very tired, just very out of it. I started feeling joint pains in my hands, my knees, very unexplained, never had them before all of a sudden. And then I actually found unexplained bruises on my body as well. Then about 4 or 5 days before my diagnosis, I came down with 104 fever, and that fever lasted for about 5 days. At that time, my general practitioner basically said, we need to get you admitted into hospital to run further tests on what's going on. After I got admitted into the hospital, they started running a number of tests on me. And then that afternoon, the butterfly rash came out on my face. And I remember at the time, it was me and my parents and a few of my friends in the room. And the rheumatologist came in and basically told me that I had lupus. My first initial reaction to that was, what is lupus? And then I came into a mode where I was like, I'm going to do all the research I can to understand this disease better and what I need to do to make this, part of my life now. As you can imagine, being at the age I was, about 22, 23 at that time, it was very hard for me to deal with. No girl at that age ever imagined herself, without hair. And so I would say it was really hard on me emotionally and on my self-esteem. I was always the type of person that wanted to be out with her friends, social, liked to do things. But I felt very self-conscious of the way I looked. I didn't feel I wanted to be outside with the world judging me and looking at me, making assumptions on what was wrong with me. Late 2005, 2006 is when I started seeing, a change within me. I think finally at that point, my body got under control. My hair started growing back, my skin started clearing up. I was finally able to lower the prednisone, so my face was starting to go back to its normal shape. I started, being social again, going out with my friends, getting back into that world that I left a few years back. My rheumatologist is someone that I truly trust. I trust her with my care, I trust her with my body, I trust her in making the right decisions for me. I think we've pretty much tried all the different immunosuppressant drugs that are out there. We did everything from Celsep to methotrexate to Imuron and then to, the steroids. I see her probably every 3 months, and I get labs done once a month, so we're in direct communication. When it comes to those unexplained symptoms, I think that's what I look to her. I have to say the current medications that I am taking right now are working for me and my conditions and my body, but I know everyone's different and it's not going to be the same for anybody. I wanted to start raising awareness for lupus, mainly because when I was first diagnosed, I had no clue what it was. I heard about an annual walk that the Lupus Foundation does every year, and I got a few of my friends together and we participated. Since then, that's been a tradition for my friends and family, and I have to say it first started out with 5 of us walking to now about 30 of us coming together and doing it on a yearly basis. It's a great way for all of us to come together and support a cause that's so near and dear to my heart that we've also started raising money and thought of other ways we can to help out the Lupus Foundation and the Lupus Research Institute. Looking back today, I realize I'm probably 90% better than from what I was in 2001. I'm not 100% in remission, and will I ever be? I don't know, but at least I know that I can live a normal life and I can do everything that everyone else can do as well. I still deal with, the pains here and there, and I still deal with the fatigue, and I still deal with the different symptoms, but I think because I've been going through it for the last 10 years now, I think I've learned how to cope with it better. I think I've learned on the things I need to do, I work out regularly, I eat right, I go to friends for support and talking, I talk through things, and I also have a great rheumatologist that I go to for treatment. If I could give one piece of advice to someone that was just diagnosed with lupus, it would be, I know you're frightened and you probably have a million questions, but really work with your rheumatologist to understand the disease and your body, and then go out and find a great support system. Take it from me, it's not the end of the world.